Alright, so yeah, you need a spade, a rake, secateurs. They can be magic or regular secateurs. The 5 ultra compost. You can use super compost, but like I said, I use ultra compost. And then the sapling of whatever you're going to use, you need 5 of those. And that's what you'll use for a tree run. And you know, just use whatever tree you can use best up. You need the payment. You can keep those in a noted form. They don't have to be stacked out. That's going to be for the farmer to watch, like after you plant the seed. You can see what the payment is by going to the guide and just looking at the tree section. And then you see the payments right there. So I'm growing yew trees. I'm using cactus vines. It's 10 for each one, so I'll use 50 in a run, but they're stacked and they're no, so you can just withdraw your whole inventory if you want. It doesn't really matter. Just look here for your payment. So every time you go for a fruit run, every time you go for a tree run, every time you go for a hardwood run, any tree run that you do, you're always going to bring these 3 things, however many you're doing of buckets, and then whatever your saplings in. And regular trees are always 5. You need your transportation rings for regular transportation, and then your cash stack to pay the farmer to look after him. Really, you just need to bring a K coin, but you're not going in any risky areas or anything, so I just bring everything. Doesn't really matter. First place, you're going to go travel over to the spirit tree. Go to the second one. Come down here. And you'll see the gardener section right here. I already have one growing because I kind of already started this earlier, but you'll basically do, I'll show you what you do on the next one, but this is one spot right here. The second spot would be go to your spell book and go to Varric Center. And then come up here north into the Castle Guard gates. Come to the right. And then that's the second spot right there. And then you go to Lumbridge, and I'll show you how you do it right here on this one. So you're going to come through here. And then here's this spot right here. Alright, so when you go to harvest the tree, you're going to go up to it, and you're just going to click on it. And that's pretty much all you do to harvest the tree's experience. Boom. So you see 7K. So that tree's done. So now you chop it down, but rather than wasting the time like this dweeb over here, you're just going to pay the person whoever's holding the garden tool around the tree. Pay her. Bam. There goes the tree. Now you're going to click on your bucket. Click on the spot. So click on your sapling. Boom. Click on the spot. Bam. Now you got a little sapling growing. Right quick. Pay her. Yes. We want to pay you with our spines to watch it. She's now going to watch it for us while it grows. And that's it. So then we go to the next one, which is Falador. This is the third spot. And then check this tree. Get that drop. Look for the person who's holding the garden tool around it. Bam. Bam. Come back over here. Click on it. Click on the sapling and plant that shit. And then the last place is up in Taverley, which I usually just run there from here, which I was supposed to bring a stamina pot, but I forgot, so we're probably going to end up walking for a second. You can make it. Come around here, and that's the spot right there. Get the drop. Boom, boom, boom. For the person holding the stuff, he's got a shovel. Pay him. Bam. Click it. Click it. click it, click it. Pay him to watch it. Yes, sir. Thank you, thank you. There you go. Simple as that. That's all 5 spots. So you have the one that's in the Grand Tree area, the one that's in the Vara Castle, the one that's behind the Lumbridge Castle, and then the one that's at Valador, and then the one up here in Taverley. So then when you're done with all this, you'll just break your telly and go back to the Grand Exchange, or however you have a method to go to the Grand Exchange. You can use a Ring of Wealth if you don't have a telly. Come on into here, deposit that, deposit that, deposit those. So now we're going to do a fruit tree run. And to do a fruit tree run, you just go to fruit trees and you look up whatever the best level you are for fruits. I'm doing 68. I think I just unlocked, yeah, I did. I unlocked a new one. So I'm going to do palm trees and papaya fruit. Palm trees and papaya fruit. Palm trees. Palm sapling. I always go with the saplings. Damn, those are expensive. Fuck it. An idiot. I already got that. Alright. So you got 4 fruit trees. So 5 regular trees in the 5 run. You got 4 fruit trees in this 4 run. Whoa. Oh, I had it. Damn it. We don't want 5. Thank you. Jesus. What was the payment for that? I don't remember. Fruit trees, papaya fruit. That guy was growing papaya. Damn. 15 times 4, what's that, 60? Yeah, I got enough. So we'll note that up. That's why I save a lot of the stuff that I grow, just because that. Alright, so this is, we want our secateurs for this run. We didn't really need it for the regular tree run, but I always just grab them because they're already on me now. Alright, so you've got your money to have him cut it down, your payment to have him look after it, and what you're growing, and the thing to grow it, and your tools, travel material. So the first place you're going to go is up here. You're going to travel to the tree and go to 1. Come through here. I'm going to grab a stamina here in a second too. Follow Alcoy. Boom, boom. Thanks, Alcoy. Come over here. As you can see, I got a papaya already over here. So you just click on your papaya. You're going to get the initial 6,000 drop right there. And then you can pick your papaya off of it. You could have them chop it down, but I just pick it because you get 27 per each one. So I mean, it's a little extra XP. Plus you can use them as payments for your next ones that you're growing. So you might as well just hold on to them. Alright, so that's it. You can use these on this little gnome guy, this little leprechaun guy, sitting next to all the trees in every single spot, and he'll note them up for you. We'll go pay her to chop this sucker down. Thank you. Put that in. Put that in. Pay her to watch it. It's exactly the same thing as a regular tree run. It's just different stuff. Alright, so then you're going to go to the Grand Exchange. So if you don't have the Grand Exchange Telly, you can go and get a Ring of Wealth, and that's the same thing. You can carry one of those around. So we're gonna go, and I'm just gonna grab a stamp pot real quick. Trip with y'all. Now we're gonna go to the Stronghold. So you're gonna go to the first one on 1, and then the second one on 2. Run over to here, and it's right here to the right. So you're gonna go over here and just get that 6K drop. Bam, 6K. And you're gonna pick it. Get that little baby XP. I don't even need this shit. I didn't mean to take that much. Whoops. Note this up, ouch. Once in a while when you're picking, you'll get these Saspori seeds too. Once you get enough farming to get into the farming guilds, you can plant these in like some special spots. I've been bulking mine, so I don't even know what we can do with them yet. Hit him, chop it down, third in, plant your sapling, pay him again. Thank you. Bam. Simple as that. Second spot, we're gonna go to Ardugne. This is the third spot, sorry. 1 is 1 on the tree, 2 is 2 on the tree. So north, we're gonna go south right here to the dock. Oh, flag up. Not bad. Pay the fare. We're gonna travel over here to Brimhaven. Cross that plank. Come over here. Get that 6K drop. Pick that sucker up. See, these little leprechauns are next to every single spot, and they'll always note up your shit. Just grab what I need to grab. Thank you. Pay him to chop it. Sweet. Put that in there. Put that in there. Pay him again. Thank you. Nice, he took that one too for payment. That's what's up. Oh yeah, I got one more. Okay, so the last one is Camelot. Bam. So the first one's 1 on the tree, the second one's 2 on the tree, third one is the Brimhaven. You go to Ardugne, go south of the dock, and then take the fare, go over to Brimhaven, and then this last one is just Cami. It's all the way south. Get that little lap pole right there. It's right here. Run on over there. That 6K drop. Pick that sucker up. Pay her. Chop your last one down. Plant that sucker in. Pay her to watch it. Bam. Thank you. There you go. That's the fruit tree run. Let's head back to the G. there's those. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so specialty trees is the hardwoods. This is the third one that I do. So hardwoods take, so regular tree runs, the first 5 that we did, those ones take 4.5 to 6.5 hours to grow, depending on which tree you're growing. And then the second ones we did, the fruit tree runs, those ones take about 14 to 16 hours, somewhere in there, depending on which ones you're growing. So you can do a fruit tree run with a tree run in the morning when you wake up, and then you can do a tree run in the afternoon if you have time to do like 20 minutes, and then you can do a tree run at night if you have time. But you can only do one fruit tree run a day, and then you can do about 3 tree runs a day if you like spread it out right. And then the hardwood trees, those ones take 4 days to grow, so you can only do those like twice a week, once a week at most. Some of them are like 3 days, but some of them are 4.5, so there's a wide range on that one. So you go in here and you go to special, and then these trees all right here are all the specialty ones. So I would be able to do mahogany, I think. Yep. So mahogany with Yanilian hops. Mahogany with Yillian. I thought I had some. Yeah, mahogany. There's 3 of these. Damn it. Yanilian hops. Like that. Bam. So there's 3 of these ones. There's 4 of the fruit tree ones and 5 of the regular tree runs. So I pretty much start with the 5 ones, and then I go to the 4 ones, and then I go to the 3 ones after that, and that's the only ones that I'll do personally myself. Oh yes. So when you're doing the hardwoods, you really want these dig site pendants. You have to have Fossil Island unlocked to be able to do these dig site pendants. You also have the dig site quest done, and then you need certain crafting level as well. I can't remember exactly, but so you'll run the dig site pendant, and you're gonna click Fossil Island. Go over here, use this magic mushroom. I'm gonna go to Vardenale. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Use that magic mushroom. It's Mushroom Meadow. And then once you're at Mushroom Meadow, you're gonna go down. It's right here. So all 3 of these ones are all at the same spot. So as you can see, I got 3 already. So you're gonna go up to them and you're just gonna check it. Boom, 15k drop. Boom, 15k drop. Look at that bar just fucking jump. Look at that. Watch this. Watch this. Boom, level up. 70, baby. These things are fat. So these ones have squirrels next to each one. And those are the things that you'll talk to chop down your tree and all that fun stuff. Chop my tree down. Click on y'all. Play y'all. Pay ya. Thank you. Pay the squirrel. Thank you. That's it. Sweet. Go here. Pay that squirrel. You can do that. Plant this. Plant that. Pay the squirrel. Bam. That's it. So, I mean, like I said, you can do the 5 trees in one run. You can do the 4 fruit trees in another run, and then you can do those 3 hardwoods all at once with the requirement of the dig site pendant and the fossil island unlock. And then you can do those hardwood trees like once every 3 days, once every 4 days, depending on what you're growing. You can do the regular trees, 3 times a day, every 4 to 6 hours, and you can do those fruit trees once every like 13, 12, 14 hours, somewhere around there. It's pretty much once a day. If you really wake up early and you go to bed late, you can do it twice and squeeze it in, but then you'd only be able to do it once the next day because you'd have to wait until fucking like 12 to be able to do it again. Here, I'll show you a regular allotment run because a lot of people do allotments and it's a good way to grind XP. I'll show you how much XP an hour you can get. I'll try to do it quick while I'm showing you how to do it. But so you want to get an Arduino cloak, an explorer's ring, you need an ectophile. So you want these 3 things, and your teleport runes. I don't even think you need the teleport runes. I'm pretty sure you just need Cami. I'm trying to think of which one it is. There's the one north of Ardugne. There's the one in the freaking way out in the freaking poison lands, whatever that fucking place is called. One under Longbridge. No, that's above Draenor. There's one in Camelot. Oh, where's the 5th one? Having a mind blank. Yeah, look at my shit. I'll think of it.
Excuse me. Could you come down here for a second?
Gnome Village. Right? No. It's not either of those. Gnome Village doesn't have an allotment.
Do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you get the fuck out of here?
Damn it. It's one above Odergan. It's one in Lumbridge. One in the ectophile place. I don't do allotments ever, so you can see how mind blanking this hard. Fuck, pray for me to think of this. Alright, we're just gonna get going, and hopefully I think of it while we're going. So you get a bank after each one of these. This is why I don't like doing this. Just a lot of fucking going back and forth and specialty requirements and shit. Hate these ones. Once I get everything in, I'll know. Okay, so seeds. We'll start with that. So you're gonna want. Okay. So there's 3 types of things you can do at an allotment. You can do the fruit type things like the tomatoes or the watermelons or that type of shit. In the allotments you can also grow herbs. So you can grow, there's a spot for herbs to grow. So you can do allotments, you can do herbs, and you can do flowers. There's also a spot for flowers. So I'm doing limpwort roots for flowers. I don't do white lilies, I always do limpworts because they're worth better money. So limpwort roots for flowers. For herbs, we're gonna do snapdragon or cadentine. I'm gonna do whatever I have in my bag because I'm not buying shit right now. Cadentine or snapdragon? Do I have cadentine? Cad. Got a cadentine soon. Save it for later. I have a bunch of snapdragons. I said, there we go. Alright, so we'll take 5 of those. Take all of our birds. These are all stackable, so it doesn't matter. You can take all stack. You can take the whole thing. It will make a difference. And then we need some type of veggie. So we're level 70, so we can do snape grass or watermelons. Whatever I have is what I'm going to do. Snape grass or watermelons. Snape grass. Absent grass seed. There we go. Draw those. So you got all three of your seeds. Boom, 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 boom. These are constants. What you need with this is you also need a water bucket and a watering can. God damn it. Watering can, water bucket. Boom. You want both of these. So you got these are always going to be in every run. You're going to need these, and then these you'll keep as well. So then besides from that, we're going to need 4 buckets for every run. Bam. And then what I like to do personally, because I have a Camelot teleport in my house, I deposit all these runes. And we're gonna roll like that. Alright, so I'm gonna have to think of the 5th place as we're going because I really can't think of what it is right now. But we'll do this one first. Just gonna run over. As you teleport to the place, you put on your magic secateurs, and you're pretty much just gonna wear these around when you do these runs. So I'm gonna clear my. Oh, I'm gonna clear my XP an hour, and we're gonna see how fast we can get XP off this, so you can see kind of what you're doing, because this is what this is for running XP an hour. So you're gonna come over here. These ones are for your like veggies, so that would be these, your veggie ones. So what I always do is I come over here and I slam these out. Bam. I'm gonna use snake grass on him. Boom. Just keep going. Use snake grass on him. Click on the snake grass. Click on here. Oh, I forgot my seed dibber, you bum ass motherfucker. I'm sucking trash right now, and I didn't fill my active file up. Don't do what I just did. Clearly. Alright, we're gonna come back to the active file one at the end, because I just want to see the XP per hour, really. We can get that off of like 3 spots. You get the idea of how to do it. Let's go back home real quick. Okay, so did I use anything? No, I got everything I need still. Alright, perfect. But I do need a seed dibber. Alright, so you need all 4 of these tools when you go for these runs. Spade, dibber, rake, secateur. Okay. So, let's try this again. We're going to go and save that one for last. So, these 2 are special items you got to get, as well as that's a quest item. But, this Archdruke Cloak and Explorer's Ring are from diaries. So you can use this to go to Farm Teleport. Bang these out. Oh, reset this. Okay, there we go. Over here, use. Click on Leprechaun. Bam. Use this on that. the snake grass on it, and then water the spot. Bam. So that's it for that. Run over here and pick this next one. Farming's very, like, it's all the same when you're planting something. It's always going to need some type of compost, some type of thing that you're planting, and then you'll always get something off of what you're growing. Like, every spot's always the same. These magic secateurs just give you a chance to grab extras of these things as you're getting it, which just means more XP as you're technically doing it. Misclicks for days over here. Use this on him. Plant that up. Snake grass down. Water that sucker up. And go over here and pick out these limbworts. Thanks. That's kind of bummy. I should have planted my shit first. Take all this. These things you make money off of, everything in here, so you kind of want to keep everything. So I always note everything up as I'm going through this shit. And this spot right here is for your snapdragon herbs. So these two are for your veggies. This one right here is for that freaking flower, which I'm growing limbworts, and then this one right here is for the herbs, which I'm growing snapdragons. Oh wait, you don't water this one. You water these three, but not this one. Then you pay for your north spot. He wants Jenga berries, and then you pay for your south spot. He wants Jenga berries, and he says thanks. Paid for, and then you're done. Next place, you're gonna go to Teleport Explorer Room. North. These suckers up. So as you can kind of see, it's kind of like 70k an hour, 70, 80k an hour XP. It's not bad because by the time you finish, you know, one cycle of runs, you could pretty much go right to the next ones. And I'm supposed to stop at the Grand Exchange first to replace these pots. I haven't done these in a fucking minute, so I'm lagging hard on these. Sun is down, freezing cold. But every time you finish one of these runs, you're supposed to go to the Grand Exchange first. So that kind of sucks because I screwed that all up. Again. Bank with him. You stick all these in. Take out 4 more. You could put all these back if you want to. Just to have more space when you're picking the next time you go to the next place. And whatever you just went to, you could also deposit that item back. Because you obviously don't need to go there anymore. And it doesn't even matter. You're gonna get like 70 to 80k an hour farming around like my level. A little bit lower. You'll get like You know, it just gradually gains. As you first start, it's like 10 to 15, 20k an hour, but you level up quick, so eventually you're at like 30, 40, then you level up quick and you're up at like 50. So there's this spot, there's the second spot that I was just at, which is here with the ring, and then that's above Draenor. Or that's already closed. The third spot, which is here with the ring, that's above Draenor. The fourth spot would be Camelot. I'm just gonna show you the spots now, because I hate doing these runs. Over here, we're gonna go to Camelot. Oh, go south. We're gonna go south like we're going to the fruit tree runs, but instead of going down the path, you cut off into the woods right here. It's right here. And you're gonna do the same thing. You just, you know, pick your shit, get your experience, yada 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 yada. Do all that fun stuff. There's a fifth spot somewhere, dude. Like, I am just not thinking of where it is. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick without taking too long. So you got the one south of Hardwood Tree, we got that one. The one in Lyra, we got that one. The one in Catherby, we got that one. The one north of Doogie, we got that one. Is there only 4? Damn, I guess there's only 4. I guess there's only 4. I guess that's it. I swear I thought there was 5. Alright, so that's the 4. You got the Ectophile, this Camu one, the Ardugne Cloak going to north of Ardugne, and then the Explorer Ring going north of Draenor. That seems like that is it. Oh, no, there is one more. Where's that one? Oh, and the 5th one. The 5th one is over in the Vale. Like, you gotta take Veos across the ocean over to frickin' Karen, and it's over down in the south of Karen, like where the sand crabs are. So I never go to that one because it's just a super far travel. But yeah, it's pretty much the farming shit.